Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Another blue therapy review here. Alright, I wasn't able to review like the episode 5, okay, but finally the last season episode 6, like that was like the finale, was aired yesterday. And in fact eh, now I was just watching the aftermath right now of blue therapy. But to be honest with you, let me start first from the episode 5. For me, I think Paul has always had everything easy with Chioma, in the sense that for me, I feel she allows him go scot free. He is usually not held up for his responsibility, or rather he plays around with everything and then goes scot free. So I think he has gotten used to that side of the relationship, that he seems not to even be making any effort to make it better, or at least to consider her feelings, or he just feels that she loves him too much. You know, one thing I noticed with both parties, both male and female, sometimes is when you're so much in love with a person and the person realizes that you're in love with them, they tend not to make any effort. They just leave the relationship to you. So for me, I think that was what I saw with Paul and Chioma. Paul has just left the relationship to Chioma to handle. She's the one playing the role of a wife, which I blame her for that, you know, to a point that, he was blaming alcohol. That was the final season of yesterday, season 6. There was this part of where she terminated the pregnancy, and he was blaming on an alcohol. Like, it takes two to tango. You know, you and her came together, and whatever. Even though it's so unfortunate that she put herself in that situation herself too, because even though some people were saying that Denise, that was the therapy, was kind of insensitive as saying what she was saying, but then I think this was you. I know it's not easy being a single mom. Even co-parenting is usually not easy, not talk of being a single mom. But for me, I feel that Paul should take up responsibility for what he's supposed to be in the house. And there's something me I'm a little bit confused about. That's the sister of Paul herself. Like, I don't understand the treatment on Chioma, in the sense that they feel like Paul is God's gift to Chioma. I don't understand where the sister is expecting Chioma to do like this, to take care of her children, to do like this because she wants to marry. My thing is this: if this what is good for the geese is also good for the gander, in the sense that if you think she's not worthy enough to be your brother's girlfriend or wife, is your brother also worthy to be her boyfriend or husband? And for me, I think people take relationship too seriously. Like, what I mean by too seriously, in the sense that people tend to take relationship too seriously and forget marriage. Do you understand? Okay, they're in a relationship, because for me, Chioma is doing what things that a wife should do. So by the time you guys get married, what is left? Because you have already exhausted yourself in the relationship. And how sure are you, after exhausting yourself this much in a relationship, the guy is even going to end up marrying you? Because for me, if there's anything I hate, is swimming in, I say, deep waters where you don't know how deep it is and you're just diving in. What if you get drowned? Like, in that case, to be honest with you, I don't know. They said at the end of the day, love is blind, and when you're not in a situation, you would not be able to ascertain what the situation looks like. But meanwhile, people are still, there's rumors on the streets of the internet around, saying that this is real. Some are saying this is fake, some say they've gone on IG. See, for me, whatever it is, I feel the vibe. Then coming back to Jamel, that was even the reason why I didn't even bother much putting down any content of episode 5, because episode 5 was more focused, kind of, even though there was Chioma and Paul in the picture, but I feel episode 5 was focused more on Jamel and Deborah. I feel Jamel just brought Deborah to that therapy to just tell her he cheated on her. Probably he didn't have the guts to tell her while they are alone. So he decided to bring her to therapy, because I really don't understand Jamel's lifestyle. Like, he was this guy at the beginning. You would think that, okay, Debbie was the mad person, she was the one with the hush vibe, she was too this or that, she was too inquisitive, or she was too suspicious of him. But in the end, everything the bubble just busted, and last that your ex that you guys were working out with, you're working training her, be that he's a fitness instructor, you guys were, so which means in the long run, Debbie was correct. Deborah was correct. Even though some were still saying that she's the materialistic type, whatever, whatever. For me, that's by the way. Do you understand? The main focus is their relationship. He was actually cheating, and she accused him for cheating, and he denied it. And at the end of the day, he was making the thing look like it was very difficult to confess that he was cheating. If you wanted to break up with her, just break up with her. Don't I don't know, one thing again with people that with ladies sometimes is the fact that we get carried away by what these men say to us, in the sense that it's you I love, the rest are not important. But in the long run, it will now end up being that you'll be the one that will be dumped. Yes, because David has even said he has refused to introduce her to his parents. So for me, that's a red flag. And the annoying part with all this toxic relationship is the fact that you see these things. You see the red flag. You see what really. So I watched an aftermath also of the blue therapy, where I really didn't get it. Now it looks like Chioma is not with Paul any longer. Yeah, because in the aftermath there was even a call from Paul's sister calling into the program. I think she was hosted somewhere else for an interview or something like that. I think they were supposed to come together with Paul, but Paul didn't come. And then his sister called in the show, and she was there was just confrontation. To be honest with you, I don't still understand where Paul's sister fits into the relationship between Paul and Chioma. See, these things are defined. Sister and girlfriend. These are two different rules in your life. And in that aftermath that I watched was the fact that Paul's sister was telling Chioma that she was bringing the kids to her brother's house. It's fine. It's fine. You're bringing them to your brother's house, but who's taking care of them? Your brother is not the one going to take care of them. Like, okay, fine, because as it is currently, it looks like Chioma is no longer with him because she said she has left him and he's been begging her or something like that. Now it's okay. Take him to your brother's house. Take the kids to your brother's house as usual. And she said something like, Chioma was just like every other girl that just came and left. So I don't understand. If she was just that every other girl, then how comes you were comfortable dropping your kids with her, with that every other girl? So is that how your kids keep jumping from the hands of every other girl? That is not even responsible as a mom. You can't just keep leaving your kids with random people. You understand? So I don't know. I at that point now, I'm still trying to understand why Paul's sister wants to still attack Chioma. You understand? Because she called on the show and said she wanted to apologize to Chioma, but obviously what she was saying to Chioma was nothing close to an apology. It was even more of another extra attack. So blue therapy, real or fake, I don't care. It just addresses real life issues, because to be honest with you, I was speaking with a friend today, and we're talking about how a lot of relationships are masked, like seriously masked. They're put under something. Is like they're hidden. There are so many hidden agendas underneath. Yes, and people are not facing the truth and identifying with the facts, or let's say they actually know, but they just choose to keep it under wraps. So I don't know if we've gotten to an era where we believe in double standards, we believe in hiding, masking, pushing away our issues, faking relationships, assuming. So honestly, blue therapy is an eye-opener to everyone, whether married or single. It just tells you another thing again. Men respect the intuitions of women. I'm telling you, respect. Even though I'm not saying that you a woman, you should always be in your husband snooping his phone, or no. But what I'm saying is that it's just like God's gift. When that intuition pops up, 80% of the time is correct. Yes, when you suspect your man is cheating, that female intuition is usually correct. Yes. And then another very important thing I wanted to address, I didn't address in my former video, was the fact that I don't know why Paul picks offense when other people admire Chioma. And I'm still up to now, even this aftermath that I watched before I shot this video, I'm still looking for that part where Chioma is fat. To be honest with you, I'm still looking for me, she's just the normal curvy African girl. She carried the vibe. She's just okay. You understand? So guys, that was it about blue therapy. And it's like I heard that season 2 is coming or something like that. We're waiting because this blue therapy has really taken the internet by storm. Almost everybody is talking about the blue therapy, but to be honest with you, I enjoyed it. I couldn't even wait for the finale. That was yesterday, and it was okay, because even though at the end Jamel and Deborah, I don't know if their relationship would continue, because it looks like they actually broke it off on the show. Paul and Chioma, the aftermath, she said she's no longer with him because at the end of that season 6, the season finale, they actually hugged it out, and it's almost like, okay, we're going to work it out. Sure, you understand. But to be honest with you, that relationship between Paul and Chioma has been the one carrying the relationship, and Paul does not find any need to actually even make any effort, because she's giving him 2 services for 1. Yes, now she's doing the work of girlfriend and wife. So in cases like that, ladies, men don't find any need to marry you again if you're giving them their services. Because what is it now? They'll say, what is special again about marrying you? Because they've seen it all, like you've given it all. So I beg, love, I'm not saying you shouldn't love, but don't overplay the role of a girlfriend. Moderation, guys. Moderation, girls. Moderation, ladies. Okay, now, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you coming to watch my video. Returning subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. I am happy to have you here, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done that yet, and like this video. Thank you so much, and see you in another video. Bye. Bye.